Okay, class, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. And what do you say? 1, 2, eyes on you. Let's try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, 3, eyes on you.
Good job. 1, 2, eyes on me. Good job. Okay, so I want you today to be in ready position, which means feet on the floor, hands in your lap, and keep your hands to yourself and make sure your eyes are on me or on the board if we're working on the board, and make sure we all answer together, okay? Okay, great. Let's get started. So, who in here remembers what we did yesterday? Chelsea, thanks for raising your hand.
Place value.
Place value, great. So yesterday we learned place value. So we learned the place value of tens, hundreds, and thousands. So let's have I have a few problems up here on the board that we're going to hurry and review before we get started today. So this number, Hannah, will you read this number for me?
1,236.
Perfect. And then I underlined a number, and then Chelsea, what place value did I underline?
The tens.
The tens place value. Good job. So this is the tens place value. So Hannah, what is the underlined place value in this problem?
The hundreds.
The hundreds. Good job. And then Chelsea, what's the underlined place value in this problem?
Thousands.
The thousands. Perfect. You guys remembered your place values. That's awesome. Thank you for answering together. Now, today we are going to learn rounding. Does anyone know what rounding is? No? Okay, that's awesome. We're going to learn today. So, rounding is basically a way to replace a number to make it more simple. And a way we can use that in the future is maybe if we're going to the store and we're trying to figure out how much things are, or if we have enough money, we can kind of round it in our heads, and it makes it easier to add up if we don't have a calculator, or if they're odd numbers. Or let's say you worked for your parents and you're earning allowance, you can kind of round the numbers and estimate it in your head to see how much money you're going to get later. So that's one way we can use rounding. So I'm going to write a number here on the board. And then, let's see. Chelsea, will you read this number for me?
4,785.
Awesome reading, thank you. 4,785, and I want to round this number, let's say, to the nearest tens. So, the first step when I round a number is I look at the place value. So I come over here and I look at the place value I want, which is a 10. So, what is the first step, Hannah?
Look at the place value.
Perfect. So I come to my problem and I look at the place value. And then after I look at the place value, number 2 is I underline the place value. So I would come here, 8. 8's to the 10, so I make sure to underline it so I don't confuse. So Chelsea, what's number 2?
Underline the place value.
Good job. So number 2 is I underline the place value. And once I've underlined the place value, step number 3 is I look at the number to the right. So Hannah, what's step number 3?
Look at the number to the right.
Perfect. So after I've underlined it, I look at the number to the right. And this is a little part where it gets a little bit tricky. There's 2 different ways to do step number 4. So when I look at the number to the right, if the number is 5 or above, then I'm going to round the underlined number up. But if it's below 5, then I won't worry about it. I'll just keep the underlined number the same. So I'll just go over that again really quick. So I look at my underlined number, I look at the number to the right, and I see that it's a 5. And so I know that that means I'm going to round it up. So Hannah, what's step number 4?
Round the underlined number.
Yes. So we know that we're going to round the underlined number up because the number to the right is a 5. And then, let's see. After I round it up in my head, then I make sure step number 5 is I rewrite the number. And this changed from an 8 to a 9 because this is a 5 or above. Does that make sense to you guys? Good job. Okay. So after I've done this, I rewrite the new number, and then all the numbers to the right I replace with zeros. So I'll go ahead and do that right here. So Chelsea, what is step number 5?
Rewrite the number with zeros.
Good job. So Hannah, will you read my new number?
4,790.
4, good job, 4,790, that's right. And so 4,790 is this number rounded to the nearest tens place. So now we're gonna do another one really quick. And this time we're gonna do it together. Let's see, let's try 2,341 rounded to the nearest, let's see, hundreds place. Okay, so let's see, when we look at this number, what is the first step? Ready?
Look at the place value.
Look at the place value, awesome. So we look at the place value, and Hannah, what is the place value that we're looking for?
Hundreds.
The hundreds, good job. So Chelsea, can you come do numbers, or step number 2 for me? Thank you. Okay, so Chelsea, what did you just do?
I underlined the place value, which is
Awesome.
the hundreds.
The hundreds, yes, so you just did step number 2, which is underline the place value. And in this one, we're looking for the hundreds place value. Good job. Okay, so once we underline the place value, what is the third step?
Look at the number to the right.
To the right.
Can we try that again? What is the third step?
Look at the number to the right.
Great job. So we've underlined it and we look at the number to the right. And let's see, what number is it, Hannah?
4.
It's a 4, okay.